Listen to me. If you are retired or you are standing right on the edge of retirement and you are typing, how to get started with a branch cash advance into a search bar, I need you to stop what you are doing, look at me, and really hear what I am about to say. Because if you are at this stage of your life and you are looking for an app to give you an advance on your money, it tells me one of two things is happening. Either you have taken on a part-time job or a gig to supplement your retirement income and you're facing a temporary cash flow crunch, or, and this is what breaks my heart, your fixed income simply isn't keeping up with your life and you are feeling the absolute, paralyzing fear of running out of money before the month runs out of days. I know the fear. It keeps you up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You look at the cost of groceries, you look at your utility bills, you look at the price of your prescriptions, and you think, how did I work my entire life just to end up stressed over $50 or $100? And then someone tells you about an app. They tell you about Branch. They say, oh, it's easy. It's a cash advance, there's no credit check, and you can get your money instantly. It sounds like a lifeline. You cannot get an advance on next month's Social Security check through Branch. They are not advancing government benefits or investment distributions. So, if you are fully retired and not working, this app is not your answer, and trying to force your fixed income into it will only lead to frustration. To get started, you download the app onto your smartphone. It will ask you to create an account and link your bank, or more commonly, it will ask you to set up a Branch digital wallet and a Branch debit card. If your company is a partner, you log in using your employee credentials, and the app instantly synchronizes with your work schedule. Once it sees you've put in the hours, you go to the On-Demand Pay tab. You'll see a dollar amount sitting there. That is your available advance. You tap Take Advance, type in the amount you need, sign the digital terms, and swipe up. Boom! The money is in your Branch wallet, ready to be spent on that debit card or transferred. On the surface, it sounds beautiful. If you have an emergency, say, your car alignment goes out and you need it fixed so you can keep driving to your part-time job, it gives you access to your own money without a high-interest credit card and without going to a predatory payday lender who charges 400% interest. Branch itself doesn't charge traditional interest on these advances. They make their money through optional rush fees if you want the cash moved to an external debit card instantly, or through tips, or from the merchants when you spend money using their specific debit card. If you find yourself constantly needing an advance on your wages, the advance isn't the solution. The advance is just a band-aid on a gaping wound. The real question we have to ask, with absolute honesty and zero shame, is, why do you need this cash advance? If it's a one-time, true emergency, a pipe burst, a medical copay you didn't expect, and you use the app to avoid high-interest debt, fine. Use it, but do it with a strict plan to cut your spending to the bone next week, so you can absorb that deduction without falling backwards. But if you are looking at this app because your regular monthly expenses are consistently higher than the money coming in, an advance will only make the problem worse. It will accelerate your slide into a financial crisis. So, what do you do instead? If you are about to retire, or if you are already there and the math isn't working, we need to take immediate, actionable control. First, if you are still working that part-time job and considering using an earned wage app, look at your primary banking institution. Many traditional, safe banks now offer features like receiving your direct deposit up to 2 days early, completely free, without you having to manually request advances or sign up for new fintech debit cards. It's a cleaner, more stable way to smooth out your cash flow. Second, we have to look at the expense side of the ledger. I know you've probably cut back already. I know you're tired of hearing people tell you to stop buying coffee. That's not what this is about. This is about structural changes. If you are retired and your housing costs, your mortgage, your property taxes, your maintenance, are consuming more than 35 or 40% of your total income, you are house poor. No cash advance app can fix being house poor. You have to ask yourself the hard question, is it time to downsize? Is it time to unlock the equity in a home that has become a financial burden and move into something smaller, cheaper, and easier to maintain? It takes courage to admit when a home no longer fits your financial reality, but true financial freedom is worth more than any piece of real estate. Third, look at your streams of income. If you are nearing retirement and planning to claim Social Security the second you turn 62 just because you're stressed for cash right now, I want you to realize that doing so permanently slashes your monthly benefit by up to 30% for the rest of your life. Taking a part-time job now to delay claiming your Social Security, even just by a year or two, can permanently increase your guaranteed, inflation-adjusted income for life. That is a permanent fix. A cash advance is a temporary illusion. If you are already fully retired and facing a shortfall, please do not turn to apps or short-term fixes in isolation. Reach out to local senior assistance programs, check your eligibility for utility assistance, or speak with a fee-only financial planner who specializes in retirement cash flow management. There are legal, structural ways to protect yourself. Do not let fear dictate your financial moves. An app like Branch can be a handy tool for an active hourly worker to manage an occasional bump in the road. But it is not a retirement plan. It is not a substitute for a balanced budget, and it will not save you from a structural income deficit. You worked too hard, for too many decades, to let your peace of mind be dictated by an app on your phone. Take a deep breath, look at your numbers with clear eyes, and make the powerful, permanent choices that protect your security. Because you are worth it.